Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways Homestead Edition. Something I'm actually got to work on a little bit more. These are going to be disjointed notes, and we're going to talk about homesteading and car camping, truck camping, whatever. This one I want to talk about the land just for a moment, because right now we're doing some land purchase options right now. Some of it's investment, some of it's maybe moving, and I'm actually looking at a whole list of properties. I just got 30 email from a broker, well, a real estate agent. You know, I've been using, for Arizona research, I've been using a guy named Mark, blueskiesland.com. He's very good. He actually has title searches. When he does a contract for a land sale, it's actually a contract. A lot of the people do this kind of fly-by-night rent-to-own thing where you don't get any paperwork, property taxes, or anything until the rent-to-own term is finished, and that's just kind of bizarre and weird. But you know, this real estate agent, of course, is doing what real estate agents always do. We start with, yes, you want to spend X number of money, say $13,000, right? Cash, get the land, you'll be there. Well, of course, the land you really want is the $40,000 land, the $60,000 land, the $2,000 an acre land for a 10-acre lot, that kind of thing. Like, there's always that. That's what you really want, is this other land, not the land that you think you want. And part of it's just a sales technique. Part of it's just that, you know, there's a certain amount of commission. The paperwork's the same. The commission goes up with the value. There's lots of reasons to do this. It's one of the reasons I actually like some of the brokers like Blue Skies Land, is because there's no push. It's like, oh, hey, you have $20,000 cash. You can buy this land. But since you have $20,000, you need to get locked into a 30-year mortgage. Like, they get this glee and this, yay, no security for you. No, you really don't want, you don't want foreclosure homesteads. That's really not, it's not the way you want to go necessarily. You know, there's options to that, okay? And quite often, when we're dealing with situations like this, there's an ability to pay $3,000, $4,000 cash for a 1-acre lot on the edge of some little town, like, say, Dolan Springs, Arizona, right? You know, $3,000, $5,000 for a 1-acre lot at the edge of Golden Valley, Arizona. Whatever it is, okay? There's places like that out by Holbrook or Winslow, just out there a ways. That's okay. You can do that and then finance the dream property that has the special tree that makes you feel like you're going to hunt year-round or whatever. Land is land. It's always manageable. It's always not exactly what it looks like. Pictures don't tell the whole story. There's always something different, weird, unique about it. And just because you have the pictures, don't sell yourself into, I can't be happy in and of myself unless I have the right piece of land. You sell yourself this image that your identity is no longer the individual part of yourself. It's the land, the special land, the perfect land, my dream property. This is not a sustainable way forward for the people who are doing homestead type purchases. Now, you always want something. You're attached to something. You're attached to vertical greenhouse agriculture. You're attached to fish ponds. You're attached to something. The only thing you can do is grow date palms in Parker. Whatever it is that you're attached to, you need to loosen up. You must loosen up and realize that there are many different ways to do things, okay? And the freedom of the homestead, you don't want the freedom of the homestead to turn into slavery to a high maintenance, high input, low value life system. That's not the goal. You can live very well in a completely arid desert lot where it's 120 in the summer and 30 in the winter. You can live very well. You just have to know how to do it. And you have to work with the environment. Deciding that the only thing you can do is live on the coast with a special beach house that costs $10 million means that this lifetime, if you don't have that $10 million capability, you're screwed. Change your viewpoint. Look at the desert as an ecosystem instead of a curse. Look at the northern tundra, like extreme North Dakota, panhandle of Idaho, whatever, Alaska. Look at that as an environment, as an ecosystem instead of a curse. This is all a very big deal. So I'm sifting through these properties right now, and there's this push to sell the loan. Don't buy the loan. Now, if you're in a position where scraping together $150 a month for payments is doable, but you don't have $3,000 and you want the security, you want the mental benefit of, yeah, I've got 2 acres 18 miles outside of Dolan Springs on the Antares Road, then go for it. I have no problems with that. You can do a shanty shack, one of my friends calls them. And that sucks, but there you go. Better to have a thatched roof and 2 goats than to have nothing at all. The Havamal actually makes a very, very valid point on this. But you can build well, you can live a high quality of life if you handle things right. If you don't let the expectations or the ideology of one farming system or one homestead idea get in the way of your life. So, I'm going to go through these properties and I'm going to look, and there's probably going to be something in the $40,000 to $50,000 range that's going to make me go, ooh, ah, but that's not what I'm spending right now, and I'm not going to tie myself into a loan for that. One of the things is there's always another piece of property. So maybe you get the $8,000 piece now, and then something happens and you get the $30,000 piece later. There's nothing wrong with that. People get very attached to this is the land I will die on. Maybe not. Maybe everyone from California moves within 3 miles of you. Plan for it. Remember that the whole earth is the ecosphere. Don't get too attached to the one little thing, and especially if that one little thing means you have to lose your life security to get it. So I'm going to go look at my $50,000 land and not buy it. Stay sideways.